Hello tankers, I'm Major Hawkins, so welcome back to my channel. Today I just finished my grind on the Rhino, did my 100th game, and this game here is from a couple of days ago, playing together with Old Man Grumpy. And being in the Rhino, I really like that tank for a couple of reasons. One of them is that it is mobile and it has a great gun. The armor is kind of meh, you can get some troll bounces. But I just really like the combination of mobility and a hard-hitting gun. I compare it a lot to a tank like the 50 TP prototype in Tier 9. 420 alpha gun, 7 degrees of gun depression, so Himmeldorf is not a bad map for this tank, because you don't really need the gun depression too much. The top speed is 40 and 17 reverse, and then you have really good power to weight ratio because it is relatively light. I'm driving it with the refined gun and with the calibrated shells, giving me 362 heat pen. And you don't really need to drive it with the vents, because you still have pretty good DPM as it is, especially because you have that two-shot gun here. And another thing about this, compared to especially something like the Kranwagen, is that it doesn't suffer from spending both shells, because shell number 1, or the first shell that you shoot, will have a 8.3 second reload, and then you'll have the 3.3 second interclip, so that gives it about 11.5 seconds in total. But the shell number 2, the last shell that you shoot, will only have a 9.7 seconds reload. So that means that you can push and then you can shoot both shells, and you will have a shell ready after 9.7 seconds, which is really, really good, I think here. And that combined with the mobility makes it just a really versatile tank, and it suits my playstyle a lot, because I like medium and light tanks more than super heavy slow tanks. I find those tanks to be more dependent on team than a tank that can be able to shift around on the battlefield and put your effort where it's needed. And you see it like this here situation here, when I can pretty easily just go for the other side of the map, and I don't have to push for the heavies, and I'm running 40 on flat ground, and you can even go 42, 43 downhill. I wouldn't recommend to use speed boost on it, because I like to have those two, again, repair kits there. And I think I suffer a shield from this guy, because yeah, he's getting annoyed now, but I have full health, so unless he ammo racked me, I'll be okay. So that brings us up to 2 kills for me and 3 for Old Man Grumpy, and it's time to go for the other side now. Again, 60 TP is, well, he can take a shot from the E100 without dying, and the WC here is just a matter of clearing him. And again, you see the mobility, how fast it actually is to get over here on the other side of the map again. Again, it's a flat map like Himmelsdorf, but I played 100 battles in it, a couple in fun modes, and I think 1 or 2 in raiding. And yeah, well, bragging rights coming up. I averaging 2900 damage, not the highest. No fatness or anything like that, but 2900 damage I average, and I have 69% hit rate, 69% win rate in the 100 battles. So I'm quite satisfied with the first 100 in the Rhino. If you haven't grinded it, I would recommend it, especially if you like that combination of mobility and a hard-hitting gun. And that was mastery number 2 in it, in the first 100. So, Rhino, 2-shot auto reloader. You don't suffer from using both, compared to a lot of other auto reloaders out there. And as I said, I compared like to the 50 TP prototype. So if you have that clan tank in Tier 9, it's very similar in my opinion, because even though you don't have the 2-shot gun, it's still mobile, and it counts more towards a heavium than a pure heavy, in my opinion. The Kranwagen, being the other auto reloader in Tier 10, has a very different playstyle in my opinion, and I'll come back to that in a later video, probably coming up within the next week or so. That's all for me, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Please give it a like, and tell me what you think in the comments. Do you have the tank? Do you drive it? What do you think about it? And other than that, take care, happy tanking, and I hope to see you in game. Bye bye.